First off is I believe that it's going to really continue to destroy our economy, and we have to go in there and address issues. You know, a couple of the things we could do that would fix the healthcare system that weren't taken care of with Obamacare is allow for doctors to be able to write off charitable care. If a doctor is not outside of the hospital and they give free health care, let's say give me $1,000 worth of free health care, well, at the end of the year they can't write that off. Well, so what I want to do is change the law to where they could write that off, incentivizing them to give health care to the neediest amongst us. Also for dentists, allow for companies to compete across state lines would be a huge plus. Also, I'm a big believer in the HSA accounts, the health savings accounts, because what that does is that turns it into a consumer-based product. And a prime example is with Christy and I on our last child. When we went to the hospital a month ahead of time, the hospital charges were $3,800. We used our HSA account and negotiated with them. We got it down to $2,200. Same with the OB, $3,500 down to $2,100. So it's that kind of stuff that puts us in charge, not the federal government. And I think with the Affordable Health Care Act, or Unaffordable Health Care Act is what I like to call it, is there's nothing affordable about it, number one, and it's going to put the federal government in between the patient and the doctor, and that's not what we need here in the United States. We need to have that doctor-patient relationship all the way through, and I think that's one of the key things we'll continue to work for. Well, the problem that we have is that Barack Obama is never going to sign for a repeal. So what we continue to do is continue to gut all of the bad parts of it, which is most of the law. For example, you know, we got a few good things changed in the law. You know, whether it's a medical device tax. I don't know if you've seen yesterday there was an announcement a big American medical device company is now leaving the United States. But it's these kinds of things that this administration doesn't understand, is the fact that we are in a global market, and the more taxing and overregulation you put on our American companies, the more the incentive is for them to leave the United States. And with the downturn economy, we can't afford to do that. We've got to make it attractive for them to stay here, and also attractive for others outside of the United States to come here. And when people come in and they look at, oh boy, look at this healthcare law that just came in, what's that going to do to their decision-making process? If they're, you know, say in Mexico or Japan or wherever, and they want to come here, it makes it very, very difficult for them to make that decision. It's right on the mark. I mean, here you have government-run healthcare, and you've got veterans waiting, you know, anywhere from, you know, 40 days on, you know, up to over a year to get the healthcare that they need and deserve. So this is government. This is Obamacare, you know, right in front of us with the Veterans Administration.